Hello and welcome to Cornish Walking Trails. Today we're going up to Bodmin Moor. We're going to go to a little town called St Breward. There's a lovely church there and a fantastic pub where we're hoping to have lunch. Let's have a quick look at the walk instructions. It's obviously centred around a pub, which we do intend to have lunch at, and it says if you are going to use the facilities then obviously park at the pub. It says there are other places to park in the village though. The walk itself starts at the pub, goes down to the river, and we'll walk through woodland for quite a while. I expect the dogs will get nice and muddy. As part of our walk today, we will endeavour to find Ross POLDARK'S cottage. Wish us luck. Come on then, doggies in the car. Like a boy. Are you ready to go on adventures? Yes. Going to go and find Ross POLDARK'S house, aren't we? Hello, so we've managed to get to Bodmin. The traffic's been so heavy today, so we've kind of had a different change of plan. We're going to go up from Dunmere car park and follow the camel trail up to Bodmin Jail.
So this is a very flat, easy to walk along little route because it was the old railway track. We know this is just a short little distance across and takes us through to Bodmin Jail.
Oh,
off he goes.
Oh, you little sweetheart. Look at you. Hello, little baby.
It's tiny, isn't it?
Yeah. Much of Bodmin Jail is now derelict. Right at the top you can just make out the Cornish coat of arms. Bodmin Jail is referred to in the Poldark books, but it isn't actually used as a film location. Bodmin Jail features in the Poldark stories. Jim is incarcerated there after poaching. Also Ross is incarcerated there after he is accused of smuggling.
Oh, I don't like it.
Isn't it meant to be haunted?
Yeah.
Can you imagine being here at night?
No.
And that's your only glimpse of daylight. So imagine the clang of that door. And that's it for a few years. Wow, it just goes on forever. Resident pigeon.
What time's dinner time?
You didn't get none, prisoner.
Oh, but I'm hungry. It wasn't me, honest, Gov. It was the other bloke.
Are we going to lock you in here tonight? Yes. So it says the last man executed here was in 1909.
Well, they'd let you out then. I should have had a word with them.
Not enough evidence. They do an admission to Bodmin Jail for £10. We didn't pay that. That's the bits you can see for free. We've just walked back from Bodmin Jail. We're heading towards the Barrow Arms, which is on the outskirts of Bodmin, and we're now planning to have lunch there. And the dogs are having a little paddle. Are you ready to go again? Oh, see the boys, yeah. We've made our way to St Breward. Now, the walk instruction says to park near the church. Let's read the first instruction. Make your way to the church in the north of the village from where the walk commences. Walk uphill away from the church as if leaving the village. Shortly after the B&B, turn left to take a public footpath that proceeds through gorse. I don't think that's a B&B anymore.
No. Far-reaching views testify to the height of the village, with Britain's first commercial wind farm situated at Delabold to your right. Pass through a gate to reach a fork in the track. Take the right-hand fork, pass through a further gate, and head across the field to a stone stile.
Continue on a path through brambles and scrub, descending parallel with the wall on your right. At a waymark post with a yellow arrow and red rectangle, bear left.
Post.
And the post is buried in there, and it's got the red and yellow marker on, indicating we go down there. Okay, the next instruction says pass through a small copse and continue descent to a waymark post in front of a metal gate.
Continue in the direction of the waymark arrow, i.e. left, following an escarpment from where there are lovely views across the wooded Camel Valley.
Beautiful view across the valley. And just ahead is a gate.
Don't feed the butterflies, it says.
Don't feed the
That's what it
butterflies.
says.
Huge slab of granite. And look at this on top. The air must be so clean. That was a lovely descent through a wooded lane, wasn't it? I think that must be a few years old.
Just goes down and down and down and down.
As straight as an arrow. At a path junction, turn left to walk through a metal gate. Continue ahead on a broad farm track. Shortly after a sign for the aviaries, pass between two houses and bear right to a public footpath.
There's a house under that bush.
Yeah, that house is completely covered. Oh, little tumbling brick.
Through a metal gate and across the field to a wooden stile. Cross the second field ahead, following a way-marked track through trees.
Okay, well I think there must have been a metal gate here at one time, but no longer.
Yeah, look. It's gone.
Evidence of gate. Follow the way marker. Oh, that gate is falling apart. We haven't seen any glimpses of the River Camel at all yet. Eagerly waiting for it, but we still haven't seen anything of it. Wow, that's got to be a 5-star hedgehog hotel.
After a wall stile, pass through a wooden gate, remembering as always to close the gate as the path here runs through animal enclosures.
We've actually got some deer up in the top corner. Hello. Aren't you a handsome chap? So we've just come through this area where there seems to be a lot of little animal enclosures. Here's some really cute little goats. They look just so adorable. Hello babies. Oh, so cute. Aren't you?
What's it following?
You're going to butt the dogs. A stone stile and footbridge leads to a further stile and a metalled lane. Come on then, baby. Look at the dog looking at it. Oh no, he's gone. Turn left up the lane, climbing steeply. So it feels like we're leaving the valley and we haven't seen the river at all. And I think I'm a bit disappointed. You can hear it. Perhaps we should have investigated a bit and gone off path. Hello. Hello. I'd rather be on him going up here. Just taking a breather. It's making us puff a bit, isn't it? Oh, you alright, boys? You're pulling Daddy up the hill. Good boys. Detached stone house. And we're going up there. Turn left, crossing a stream, before going immediately right to follow a path that leads between two old corrugated buildings. The path climbs into woodland, crossing a tributary and meandering up between granite boulders.
Follow a wire and granite post fence, far-reaching views again, as it bears right to reach a stone stile. The track now continues to pass between houses and reach a residential lane via a stone stile.
Public footpath buried in the hedge. We're going to go down there towards the school. St Breward School. Outside they've got a cattle grid to keep the cattle out. Just come along the lane. Right boys, you're still going?
Nearly there. Proceed straight ahead between hedges, which is where we are now. Walk through a wooden gate and across a farm entrance to return to the main road in front of the old inn.
The church and the car park. Well, we're wandering around St Breward and it's little lanes, but we can't find any sign of POLDARK'S cottage, can we, Andrew?
No.
It must just be one of those little needle in a haystack things that you just happen to know where it is. The lady we saw earlier said you come out the football ground, turn right. It's a cattle grid. Oh, little wild ponies. We've travelled quite away from St Breward. St Breward is over there in the distance with the church. I'm up past the football club. And we're just in the middle of Bodmin Moor, really. There's Brown Willie. Well, we still haven't found the cottage. I think we're going to concede and say that it was a bit of a long stretch anyway, so we're going to head off home now. We were able to complete our walk around St Breward today. It is obvious that the instructions were written some time ago. The way markers at the beginning of the walk are very overgrown, so I would suggest you just follow the path down through the valley. It will take you in the same direction. Also, halfway through, a direction that tells you to go through two corrugated buildings. That's now been fenced off and is part of a quarry, so just follow the stream uphill and again you will come out in the village. You can see the church church in the distance, so it's quite easy to follow. Our walk around St Breward today was achieved. It was clean, it was tidy, the dogs didn't get muddy, and although the instructions are somewhat out of date, we did achieve our walk. There's a lovely pub at the end of it as well. However, I think it was missing glimpses of the camel, and there was only 1 or 2 views to speak of. So for that reason, I think I would only give this a 6 out of 10.